Hello, I made it just in time. I was almost late for the show today. Riding in on Cheston's World spaceship, the traffic up there was pretty crowded. Welcome back to another episode of the Cheston's World podcast. I'm your host, Cheston Brown, and I am so excited to share today's episode with you. I am so excited to be here with you today. But before we dive in, I just want to take a moment to thank all of you for your continued support. It means the world to me. I was thinking about what this podcast would be about. So today I wanted to talk about something that's really close to my heart, and that would be my journey as a teenage boy with autism who found a love for creating children's books through storyboards. It's been quite a ride, let me tell you. As always, I like to mention sometimes my voice goes in and out or up and down because of a medical condition. But as I have said before, the story must go on. Let's get into it. You see, I've always had this magical mind that sometimes works a little differently than others and sometimes distracts me and lets my imagination take over. Sometimes it can be really entertaining for me, but it can also make me appear a little strange to people who don't know me. I read all of the time, not in a way that some people would read. I pick a topic that I want to learn, and I research it in and out until I completely know everything about it. For example, I know the different Microsoft Windows versions by the picture that shows up when the computer boots up. Then I can tell you about each version and when it started. I can also look at an object outside and imagine beautiful, bright colors that reflect differently than what some people can see. For example, the way a butterfly dips and glides over my head can be amusing to me, and a tapping noise or a bird chirping can create a beat in my head that makes me want to dance. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. 'Cause getting lost in the beauty of what I'm looking at, what I'm hearing, or how I'm feeling, it makes me so happy. And that's what makes me so special in my own way. That's one reason that I like visiting Daisy, my favorite horse, at Shining Star Ranch. The owners of the ranch are truly amazing people, and they have known me since I was 3 months old. But that's truly an inspirational story that I will share at another time. Maybe I can get them on my podcast one day, and we can share the story together. I'm getting off track. Back to the ranch. Shining Star Ranch sits in an area where the sky is so clear and the air is so fresh. You see little bunnies running all around. It is so quiet even when everyone's has gotten started. And best of all, it's a place where you meet people and become friends instantly because they accept you for who you are. I just feel so excited when I am there. I stop and talk to chickens, the goat, and as you walk by the horses, each one comes over to greet you. It's such an amazing feeling. But even those beautiful days don't come without challenges, especially when I am not feeling my best. One day, when I was feeling down because of my health issues, Daisy was being led out of her stall. As she walked by me, she pulled back to come over to me. She put her face next to mine, as if to give me a hug. It was like she knew exactly what I needed in that moment. She doesn't just do that with me. She seems to know when people need her love and support. But being autistic comes with its challenges for me too. My magical mind can sometimes cause a lot of anxiety as well. Especially when I need to talk about tough things like seizures, surgeries, and other medical complications. In that moment, I find it difficult to find the right words to say when my mind is imagining a lot of other things. But I'm so grateful for the doctors, nurses, and everyone who has helped me along the way. And I'm also grateful for the people who believed in me and helped me through some difficult times in my life. Each day I am learning how to share my feelings, calm down during difficult times, and advocate for myself little by little. I sometimes catch my mother laughing as she watches me. I ask her why she is laughing, and she has told me that it feels like my family is watching my magical adventure unfold right before their eyes, and they are so happy to see how far that I have come. I know I have sort of told this story before, but today it's so important that I go over again so that I can get to the real reason that I am excited today. Anyway, just to summarize, I think that coding with my instructor, Miss Monica, has been a way to help me to learn how to communicate better. For me, coding is so much more than lines on a computer screen. When typed correctly, can make computer results something so amazing. It has helped me to learn how to communicate in a way that, if said correctly, my message will be received in the way that I wanted it to be. But when communicated incorrectly, I will likely become frustrated because the person that I am speaking to will have difficulty understand what I mean. So Ms. Monica showed me how to create storyboards when I couldn't find my words. Creating storyboards helps me to organize my thoughts, and then I can communicate what I want to say so that everyone else understands me as well. That's when everything changed for me. After one of my visits to see Daisy at the Shining Star Ranch, I remember being so excited to tell Ms. Monica about my weekend visit to see Daisy during my next class. My mind would be racing so fast that Miss Monica wasn't fully understanding what was happening at the ranch. So we started creating storyboards so that I could show her what I meant. Sometimes I would start one storyboard and then stop. The next time I would come back to do storyboards, I may create a new one, or I am continue with the one that I was working on before. But Miss Monica never stepped in to tell me which one to work on. She would just ask me which one we would work on for the day, and then as why we were working on one storyboard and not the other. At first, I would be so frustrated because why so many questions? Let's just do it, I would often say. But then one day, everything made sense to me because I was starting to see the story that I was trying to tell come to life. Thank goodness, Miss Monica is just so patient with me. By the way, I can't wait to get her on my podcast. Then you will see what I mean. Anyway, back to the story, because I am getting off track again. Out of the storyboards I have created so far, 3 of them have been about Daisy. One is called Daisy Visits Shining Star Ranch, and it's about Cheston and Daisy being invited to visit Shining Star Ranch for the first time. The next one is Let's Go Visit My Cousin EJ, Daisy's Trip to Ohio. And that book is about Cheston and Daisy being invited to watch Cousin EJ's championship basketball game in Ohio. And the last book, at least for right now, is my Traveling Bookstore RV, Cheston's Magical Adventure to Shining Star Ranch. And it's all about my dream to travel all over the United States with a Traveling Bookstore RV, spreading joy and stories to children everywhere. But to test my idea out, I stopped by Shining Star Ranch to read to Daisy and the children that visit the ranch as well. Now I have something exciting to share. Last week, I learned that my Traveling Bookstore RV Cheston's magical adventure to Shining Star Ranch was awarded the 2024 International Impact Book Award, Children's category. What? Oh my goodness! I just can't believe it. And frankly, I have never really won anything, so I'm trying to understand what it all means. But don't you worry, I will research it until I fully understand what it means for me. In the meantime, I have posted my wonderful award on my website, my Facebook page, Instagram, and my YouTube channel as well. This is only just the beginning. I'm so excited to see where my magical adventure takes us next. So buckle up, folks, because it's going to be a wild ride. Word of the week. The word is appreciation. I appreciate everything around me. I appreciate the beauty around me, and getting lost in the beauty of what I'm looking at, what I'm hearing, or how I'm feeling, it makes me so happy. I appreciate having a set routine in my life because I really struggle when my routine constantly changes. I appreciate hobbies like coding, animation, creating voiceovers, and creating instructional videos because it helps people to know me and to understand me. And while I don't like to always be in crowds or go out to events to meet people, because let's face it, it can be overstimulating for me and causes me to feel a lot of anxiety. I do love to come out when it is quiet and when it is calm, just to enjoy the beauty of being outside. Finally, I appreciate all of my family, my friends, my doctors, my nurses, my therapists, and my teachers as well, because through their love and support, they have helped me to become that person that I am today. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Let's leave helping me to celebrate my Traveling Bookstore RV, Cheston's Magical Adventure to Shining Star Ranch, 2024 International Impact Book Award, Children's category. And let's celebrate diversity, spread joy, and dive into the magic of storytelling together. In Cheston's world, acceptance is celebrated and appreciated, and is the main ingredient for kindness and unity. Everyone is welcome here at Cheston's World. Thank you so much for tuning in, and don't forget to join me next time for another exciting episode of the Cheston's World podcast. Until then, keep dreaming, keep creating, and keep believing in yourselves. And don't forget, always remember that you are great just the way that you are. See you next time.